Advice at advice. Anong pinagkaiba niyan? Maliban sa spelling, pag-usapan natin yan in this new Learn with Laika video. Ang advice with an S is a verb. Ibig sabihin, action word. Ito yung ginagamit natin dun sa pagpapayo mismo or sa pagbibigay ng payo. Dun sa gawain na yon. Ang advice with a C ay yung payo mismo or yung sinabi sa iyo. Kasi isa siyang noun. So, pwede nating sabihin na, I advise you to be careful about the advice that you listen to. Now it's your turn. Fill in these blanks, write it in the comments, and don't forget to follow me for more.
Alright, commercial from answering your queries. I came across this comment kasi domestic. Well, first of all, Joe, I don't know if that's your real name, maarte talaga ako. That's number one. Number two, there are certain words wherein you don't really have to pronounce every letter. Like, for example, domestic, right? Like, for example, NAIA, you don't necessarily say Ninoy Aquino International Airport, but you'd rather say Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Comfortable, you don't say that. I mean, doesn't sound right. You say comfortable. So, ganun. I hope nagpapatawa ka because I find it funny. Anyways, good luck.
Sir, yung nang at nang. Ang entry sa English ay off. She's the president of the class. Siya ang presidente ng klase. Sa Filipino, ginagamit din natin ang nang para ipagdikit yung verb sa kanyang object. She bought a box. Siya ay bumili ng kahon. Dito, kailangan natin ipagdikit yung verb na bumili sa object na box gamit ang nang para mabigyan ng sense yung pangungusap. Ang NANG naman sa English ay when. I was at school when the visitors arrived. Nasa paaralan ako nang dumating ang mga bisita. Sa Filipino, ginagamit din ang nang para ipagdikit ang verb sa adverb na nagdi-describe sa kanya. Example, do not eat too fast. Huwag kang kumain ng sobrang bilis. Dito, kailangan natin ipagdikit yung verb na kumain sa kanyang adverb na sobrang bilis gamit ang nang para mabigyan ng sense yung pangungusap.
This word should not be pronounced as advocacy because the stress is actually in the first syllable and not in the second. So you should say advocacy and not advocacy.
Grammarama. Here's something I picked up from my favorite high school teacher. Myself, himself, and herself are examples of reflexive pronouns. Now we shouldn't use them without first referencing to their non-reflexive counterparts within the same sentence. So we say, I myself am bothered by this bill. Aren't you? Who else is bothered here? He and myself are bothered too. He and I are bothered too. Got it?
Subject and verb agreement series. Rule number 1, kapag singular ang subject, dapat singular din ang verb. Kapag plural ang subject, dapat plural din ang verb. Alam na ng iba sa atin na kapag singular ang subject, usually, walang S yan. Kapag plural, marami, may S sa dulo. Pero sa verb, kabaliktaran. Kung sino pa yung may S, siya pa yung singular. Kung sino pa yung walang S, siya pa yung plural. Let me give you examples. A kid loves chocolate. Kid is a subject. Singular, kasi isa lang ang pinag-uusapan. Singular ang subject, dapat singular ang verb. Yes, singular ang verb, kasi loves, may letter S sa dulo. Singular subject, singular verb, pumasa. Ang first example. Next, kids love chocolates. Kids ang subject, plural. So, kailangan plural din ang verb. Plural ang verb, kasi love, wala siyang letter S. Plural subject, plural verb, pumasa ang second example. We were able to follow the rule, but may mga exceptions. We'll talk about that in the next video.
Gusto mo matutong mag-English? Hindi nga. Gusto mo ba talaga? Okay. So, here's the first thing that you need to learn if you want to learn English or kahit anong language. Ito yung secret. Ang una mo dapat na matutunan is this. Matutunan mong patawarin ang sarili mo. Why? Kasi a lot of people struggle with learning a language dahil natatakot silang magkamali. When in fact, if you think about it, paano ba natututo ang mga baby at ang mga maliliit na bata na magsalita? Di ba, nagsisimula rin sila, bulol-bulol din naman, pero pinapatawad natin sila kasi nag-aaral pa lang sila. So, kung kaya mong patawarin yung anak mo dahil bulol pa siya, patawarin mo rin yung sarili mo dahil hindi ito ganun kadali. So, kung nabubulol ka at pinagtatawanan ka nila, pakialam naman natin, di ba? Ang importante, natututo ka. Narinig mo na ba yung fill-upan mo yung form? Tama ba yan o mali? Pag-usapan natin yan in this new Learn with Laika video. 3 ang ginagamit na preposition sa salitang fill. Fill in, fill up, at fill out. Ang fill in ay ginagamit kung may space gaya ng blank o ng shape na kailangan mong punuan ng sagot. So, kung kunyari nag-exam ka sa UPCAT or sa CSE, di ba yung may bilog na sinishadean, pwede mong sabihin na you have to fill in the entire circle. Ang fill up ay ginagamit sa container, gaya ng baso, pitchel, o ang tangke ng iyong sasakyan. So, fill up, dapat merong container na pinupunuan mo ng laman. Ang fill out ang ginagamit sa mga forms. Now, it's your turn. Ano ang dapat ilagay sa mga blank na ito? Isulat nyo sa comments and don't forget to follow me for more.
Fruits in Japanese. Banana, ichigo, リンゴ、ぶどう、スイカ、さくらんぼ。
Rock, paper, scissors in Korean is kawi, bawi, bo.
Kawi, bawi, bo. Kawi, bawi, bo. Ah! Bawi, bo. Ah!
This is how to count from 1 to 100 in Japanese, and it's really easy. All you need to remember is 1 to 10 and everything else will come naturally. 1 is ichi. 2 is ni. 3 is sang. 4 is yong. 5 is go. 6 is roku. 7 has 2 different ways to say shichi or nana. 8 is hachi. 9 is Q, and 10 is Ju. And from here on it's easy, as you can simply combine 2 numbers to make a number. For example, 12 is Juni, 10 2. Juni, 20 would be Niju, 2 10, Niju. And you literally just keep going. For example, 85 would be Hachi Ju Go. Then all that's left is 100, which is Hyaku.
Love in Japanese is ai. I love you is aishiteru. I want to see you is aitai. I want to be with you is issho ni itai. I will always love you is itsumademo aishiteru. Difference between suki, daisuki, and aishiteru. Suki means to like. For example, ramen ga suki. I like ramen. Daisuki means to like a lot, because dai means big. Example, ice cream ga daisuki. I love ice cream. You can use daisuki with your lover or family too. For example, 彼女が大好きだよ. I love my girlfriend. 愛してる means to love. It is a strong expression, and we use it in special situations like proposing or wedding.
Words in America
And Australia.
flip-flops,
Thongs.
cotton candy,
Fairy floss.
eraser,
Rubber.
hood of the car,
Bonnet.
afternoon,
Arvo.
napkin.
Serviette.
I know. Japanese is not the easiest language to learn. But here's some hacks to sound like you speak Japanese, even if maybe you don't really speak too much. Basically, these are sounds that Japanese people use like all the time, too much. I do it all the time. The first one you can say, he. It's like when you're listening to someone talk and you say it and you're just like, oh, like, he. You can also say, eh, or like, eh, like, really? Yeah, for real? Eh? You also say, ah, like, yeah. Ah. You could say, or hi, for like, oh, yeah. And this one I think I use a lot too. I'd be like, eh, when, something ridiculous or gross or something.
Family members in Japanese, let's go. Mom is oka-san. Dad is otou-san. Grandma is oba-san. Grandpa is oji-san. Auntie is oba-san. Uncle is oji-san. Older sister is one-san. Older brother is oni-san. Younger sister is imoto. Younger brother is ototo. Son is musuko. Daughter is musume.
Language
challenge.
エジプト
이집트,
サウジアラビア
사우디아라비아,
ポーランド
폴란드,
オランダ
네덜란드,
キューバ
쿠바,
アルゼンチン
아르헨티나,
アゼルバイジャン
아제르바이잔.
What's the deal with Japanese honorifics? Japanese people will typically use honorifics after your name, and what they use depends on who you are. The most common is san. You can use san with anyone. It's gender neutral, age neutral, and everyone can be a san. For example, I could refer to Drake as Doreku-san. You can also add san to stores such as Panya-san or Yahoya-san. If you watch anime, you've definitely heard of chan. Basically, you can add it to children, girls, young women that you're close with, cute babies, animals, you get the idea. For example, my name is Katrina, but all my Japanese friends call me Kato-chan. Or like if you see a cute cat or something, you can say Neko-chan. Kun is also very popular, I'd say more for men and boys. For example, my mom calls my boyfriend Arukun. And finally, sama. Sama is super formal and indicates like a high status. The most common uses you might hear would be okyakusama, customers, or kami-sama, God. Yes, you guys should call me Kato.
The 3 longest words in English. Number 3, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. This word has 34 letters and it was used in Mary Poppins to say extraordinarily good or wonderful. Number 2, hippopotamonstrosis quipedaliophobia. This word has nothing to do with hippos, but it has 36 letters and it means a fear of long words. And number 1, pneumono-ultramicroscopic silico-volcaniconiosis. This word is 45 letters and it's a lung disease contracted from inhaling volcanic particles. How many of these words can you pronounce?
Wait, I want to learn your language.
Okay.
So which language do you speak?
Yoruba.
How do you say dog?
Aja.
Cat.
Ologbo.
Rabbit.
Ehoro.
Monkey.
Obo.
Lion.
Kiniun.
Tiger.
Ekun.
Elephant.
Erin.
Thank you.